We're on board the Celebrity Silhouette cruise ship, and I'm going to take you through the entire AquaClass veranda tour. We're going to talk about some of the things that are unique about AquaClass staterooms, but also we're going to talk about the good and bad of this specific stateroom. We're in 1550 on deck 11. Come on inside and let's take a tour. What's going on? My name is Jared. I am one part of JJ Cruisers. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm going to take you on this tour, tell you all the good, the bad. But before we get into this, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. We do all things cruising, so please subscribe to the channel. It's free to you, means the world to us. And while you're at it, hit the thumbs up. Now let's get started on this beautiful AquaClass veranda. And I'm going to tell you all there is to know and if we would book this cabin again. First, right as you walk in, you will notice that there are a few things. Of course, first and foremost being the light switches. Then, of course, the bathroom. Now, the bathroom is one of our favorite parts of the AquaClass verandas, and here is why. The AquaClass verandas have a wonderful shower. They are different than some of the others out there because they have different spray heads. They have jets on the side as well as a rainfall shower above. Really makes it that luxury, relaxing experience while you are getting ready and getting showered off and cleaned. Alongside that are upgraded amenities, which we absolutely love for shampoo, soap, conditioner. The other parts of the bathroom that we love is that it's so spacious. It does feel like you are in a separate room, which is nice, as well as having everything out of the way in the storage unit behind glass doors are really good for cleaning purposes, making sure your stuff isn't in the way of cleaning and maybe get some of those chemicals or anything that they use to clean on the stuff that you have in the bathroom. There are also hooks available in this bathroom on the back of the door. And we're going to find some hooks outside of the bathroom as well. Moving into the rest of the stateroom, it is a really good size veranda. We really feel like this size of a veranda is one that you can really relax in, have work be done at the vanity, which we'll talk about later. But let's start with the closet space. The closet space is nice and large. You have a rack for all your hanging clothes here with plenty of hangers. You can always ask for more, of course. And you have room on the bottom to go ahead and store those shoes or any other luggage you may have that you want out of the way. You'll notice that there are actual additional hanging rods in the closet in case you have a lot of things you want to hang up and have multiple layers or levels for hanging clothes. Another thing to note here is the bed. Now the bed is very comfortable, very plush, and with the AquaClass, you do get a choice of pillow selection. So if you do have a different type of pillow you like, feel free to ask what's available and they'll be happy to change them out for you. One thing we didn't like about the bedside tables is that there are no outlets in the wall. Now there is the lights, so you have a reading light there and it is on both sides, so one can have it on and one doesn't have to have it on. But what we didn't like is the fact there are no outlets to charge your phone or anything else that you'd like to have by your bedside. You'll also notice there is the phone there. Moving into the main living space, we have a very nice sofa as well as a vanity. Now this vanity does have a chair with a back on it. We love that for working remotely, as you know we do. And the outlets here are limited as well. You do have 2 US outlets as well as 1 European outlet. There's a light switch right next to these outlets here, and that will be turning on the light above the mirror. This mirror light is very nice for getting makeup done, but it isn't too bright by any means. When we look over to the side where the TV does swivel out, and it's a nice sized TV. You can see it from the sofa or from the bed, which is really, really great. When it comes to storage, there is a good amount of storage space, and we didn't even talk about that above the bed, that there are areas to stow away clothes, hats, whatever you have above the bed, both on the right side and left side of the bed above the headboard. When we get over to drawer space, you have 3 deep drawers, as well as a safe and a fridge. Now this fridge is a mini fridge with a full mini bar. However, that does come at an extra charge. One of the perks of coming with AquaClass though is that you do get a bottle of sparkling wine. And so we did have that nice and cold inside our fridge. Sometimes it's left out on your table as well, so you know that it's there for you. You also get 2 bottles of water for AquaClass every single day. And some of the other amenities for AquaClass that I want to just note here that are so fantastic is that you actually have a selection of fitness and wellness gear ahead of your cruise. You can select up to 3. They include everything from yoga mats to free weights or dumbbells, just different things, resistant bands to keep fit or keep your mind set in a healthy place as you are sailing away on your cruise. Another thing that a lot of people might not know is on AquaClass, you do have a different menu for room service. This does not mean you're limited. This is only additional items that you can actually purchase through the room service. Now, I will say room service on Celebrity this year, brand new, is at a charge. And with AquaClass, you still have that fee as well for the room service. Now, in the morning, of course, that's still complimentary for that continental breakfast. But for anything outside of that, whether it's midday, nighttime, or late night, those will be that extra charge. Let's move out to the part that everyone wants to know about, though, and that is that of the balcony, the veranda itself. It's a good-sized veranda. We do like the fact that the chairs out on this veranda actually have stools as well. The great thing about this is you can recline your chair and have a stool to lay your feet out while also having a beverage on the side table. It's a nice sized veranda and does the job quite well. Now, some things that we didn't really note here that I want to just say overall for this stateroom, what we liked and didn't like. One thing we love about this stateroom in itself is that there is a nightlight in the bathroom. So if you are getting up late at night and need to use the restroom, don't want to wake up fully, you don't have to, because there's just enough light to see where you're going, get your business done, and head right back to bed. Another thing we love is the on-demand movie selection on the TV. It really shows off a good selection of movies, completely complimentary for you to watch. One more thing to note is that of the mirrors. The mirrors are actually really varied. You have one in the bathroom, you have one right outside the bathroom that's full length, and you have one over the vanity. So if you have multiple people trying to get ready at once, you really can do a good job getting ready and doing so in your own space. Of course, we did mention this, but we have to highlight it again. This shower is like none other. These jets feel fantastic on the body. I feel the cleanest I've ever been inside an AquaClass veranda, and it just is that relaxing experience you love to have. If you don't want to do so much showering in your room, you also have access to the thermal suite or Persian garden on board your actual cruise ship with AquaClass, so you can go ahead and relax there just as well. Let's get into a few things we didn't love, and some of these are things we haven't shared yet. First is something we did share, and that is the outlets. The fact there are very limited outlets in this room is unfortunate. We hope that changes in the future for any renovations that may come with this ship. But for now, just make sure you bring some additional cruise-safe outlets. So that way you can have a multi-outlet in one. Another thing that we didn't even mention here is actually the curtains. The curtains are not light tight. So if you are someone who really wakes up easily with light, you're going to have a little bit of an issue here. Now, of course, keep in mind, magnets might help with this. Also, some other cruise hacks are using the hangers with the clips on them for your pants. Sometimes that can help, but we'll say that the main problem with some of these actual curtains is the top of the curtains, which is very hard to make any type of change or closure with. The next thing that we didn't love about this exact stateroom is where it's located. We love that it's close to the elevators, but you may have even heard it. You can hear just a faint ding of the elevators when they arrive inside your stateroom. If you are someone that has trouble sleeping with any type of noise, that may be a little bit of an issue for you. Another thing to know, and this is with any stateroom, these are pretty far forward, obviously close to the elevator bank, so we're more midship than others, but your stateroom could be even more forward than this. With forward or aft, far aft staterooms, they may have more motion, so just be aware of that because we did have a little more shakiness in this stateroom than some of the others out there. Overall, would we book this stateroom again? The answer is yes. We loved the stateroom, and even though it wasn't light tight and there was a little ding every once in a while in the background from the elevators, it didn't really mind us much. The showers, the amenities that come with AquaClass really outweighed any of the negatives, even the outlets. So if you want to book this stateroom, feel free to go to jjcruise.com, fill out an inquiry form for any upcoming cruise, and we would love to book you. See if we can get the best rates out there that are even sometimes better than those that you see online. Thanks so much for joining us. Make sure you're subscribed, hit the thumbs up, and until next time, see ya.